You walk into a room you've never been in, and for 2 full seconds, you're certain you've lived this exact moment before. The feeling passes almost as fast as it arrives, but for those 2 seconds, something in you was absolutely sure. The real reason you experience déjà vu is far stranger than a glitch in the universe. Your brain isn't malfunctioning. It's catching itself in the act of making a mistake. For most of human history, recognizing a place or situation quickly could mean the difference between safety and danger. Was this clearing familiar because you'd hunted here before, or because it simply resembled 100 other clearings? Your brain needed a fast familiarity check system, one that could compare a new scene against everything you'd experienced almost instantly. Neuroscientist Akira O'Connor has spent years studying déjà vu using brain imaging, and he found something unexpected. During a déjà vu episode, activity spikes in the brain's frontal regions, the areas responsible for decision-making and error checking, not in the memory regions themselves. That's the opposite of what you'd expect if déjà vu meant you were actually remembering something. In other words, déjà vu isn't your memory firing. It's your memory being audited. Here's the leading theory. Your brain constantly runs a background familiarity check on everything you encounter, comparing new scenes to fragments of old ones, similar lighting, a similar layout, a similar smell. Most of the time, this check runs silently and correctly. But occasionally, the system throws a false positive, flagging a completely new scene as familiar, based on partial overlap with something you've actually experienced before. Déjà vu happens in the split second your frontal cortex catches that error and flags it. This feels familiar, but I can't find the actual matching memory. That contradiction, familiarity without a source, is the eerie sensation you feel. Psychologist Anne Cleary tested this directly using virtual reality. She built scenes with the same spatial layout as other scenes participants had already seen, just visually disguised, different colors, different objects, same underlying geometry. Participants who viewed a spatially similar new scene were significantly more likely to report déjà vu, and to feel a strange sense that they could predict what was coming next, even though the scene was, in every conscious sense, brand new. This suggests déjà vu isn't random static. It's your spatial memory system recognizing a pattern one layer beneath conscious awareness. Neurologist Joseph Spat found something that supports this even further. Déjà vu occurs more frequently in people with certain types of temporal lobe activity, the same brain region deeply involved in memory formation and retrieval. This is also why déjà vu tends to happen more often when you're tired or stressed, conditions where memory retrieval already runs less smoothly, making a mismatch between the familiarity signal and the actual memory search more likely to slip through. So what you're experiencing isn't a supernatural echo, and it isn't proof of a past life or a parallel timeline. It's a quality control system, one your brain has almost certainly always had, briefly showing its work. Think about what this actually means. In that 2-second window, you're witnessing your own cognition mid-process, catching a glimpse of the machinery that usually runs invisibly beneath everything you experience. Most of your brain's error checking happens without you ever noticing. Déjà vu is one of the rare moments the curtain slips. You walk into a room you've never been in, and for 2 full seconds, you're certain you've lived this exact moment before. Now you know what actually happened. Your brain didn't glimpse the future or repeat the past. It caught itself almost making a mistake, and for one brief disorienting moment, you got to watch it happen.